Hey, what's up, guys? So I'm in Denver, Colorado right now. I'm at the flagship REI store. This place is pretty massive. See, there's 3 floors here. It's pretty huge. They got a big rock climbing wall right there, and a bunch of camping gear and clothing, a bunch of stuff upstairs. But yeah, so I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about my experience so far, and just kind of some of the shifts that have been happening. Um, I guess just kind of to backtrack, I've been living on the road for about 2 months now. Let me adjust this a little bit. Yeah, I've been living on the road for about 2 months, just road tripping across the country. I started in Georgia, and my intuition was telling me basically go to Boulder, Colorado. And I didn't really know anything about the city. I didn't know anything about the people, the lifestyle, or anything about it at all. It was just kind of go there. And eventually I was like, okay, fine, I'm going to listen to this intuition thing and go. And so I went there thinking that I was actually going to move there. And I spent several weeks traveling around, and one really confusing thing was finding that there wasn't a single place I could find that was like, yes, this is where I want to live. This is where I want to throw down some roots. And this was really confusing because I thought I was coming here to live, out in the mountains, and it'd be really cool. The people there are very open-minded, very spiritual, very outdoorsy, just cool people. We resonate really well together. And I remember, I was out snowshoeing, and I met these people randomly, and we just sit down and we start having a conversation about energy and Reiki and quantum physics and spirituality and meditation and just all these cool topics, and I'm like, really? This is cool. I can just find people off the street and have conversations about this sort of thing. It's really cool. And so I thought I would be moving to this area. And it was, for a couple of weeks, I was really confused as to why, I'm looking, but I'm not finding a place to live. And after a little while, I kind of realized, there exists the ability to just not depend on having a home for your sense of security, on having a single place to live to feel okay. Yeah, it's totally nice to come back at the end of the day and have a bed to sleep in, have a place to relax, your own personal space. And yet at the same time, you can find that there's this ability to feel at home no matter where you are, to feel comfortable and at peace no matter what's happening around you or, where in the world you are. It's like you think that home is my security, and when I go travel, that's my adventure. I'm going out there somewhere. And it's like I'm starting to find you can actually feel at home no matter where you are. Kind of like when you go over to your friend's place and they're like, oh, make yourself at home. It's kind of like that. You can feel like you're at home no matter where you are. And it's been really cool, actually. One thing I've been finding is there's a sort of internal shift that's happening. Like before, it was the foundation of my life was fear. What's going to be happening tomorrow? Am I okay now? Is everything okay? Something wrong could happen, so I better manifest the stuff I want, or else something bad will happen. I got to monitor my thoughts. I got to, what is this person thinking of me? Your life is driven by fear, and it's not cool. It's not fun. It sucks to experience life that way, And what I've been finding now is there's this sort of letting go, and it's you start finding I can be comfortable no matter who I'm around. I'm not worrying about what they're thinking of me. A lot of the fear of judgment, fear of disapproval, fear of something bad is going to happen. It's like that thought, something bad is happening, or even worse, something bad may happen in the future, which I have to defend against. It's like life is no longer being lived from that sense of there is danger out there that I have to protect myself against, like very basic survival caveman, mountain lions outside somewhere kind of thing. It's like you start connecting to something, whatever it is, whether you want to call it your soul or your heart, whatever this is, there's this deep internal sense of all is well. Everything is okay right now. And in the future, there's just no matter what happens, everything is okay. No matter what will happen, no matter how things appear, all is well. It's like you can even start looking back in your life and see, yeah, things have happened that I didn't fully understand when they were happening. It seemed like they sucked when they were happening, but now in retrospect, I can look back and say, thank you so much for that experience. That was incredible. The people I met, the experiences I had, the growth and the expansion that I experienced. the way everything has led me to where I am now, it's like you can look back in your past and say, thank you for every single thing I've experienced. And kind of extrapolating the past into the future, you can say, wow, if I'm grateful for every single thing in my past and I wouldn't have changed a single thing, maybe whatever it is that's guiding and supporting me knows what it's doing and can continue to support me in that process. And I can just relax and let go of that idea that something bad will happen in the future. And it's like just letting go of that idea that something bad is going to happen is huge. You know, I know for me, this shift that's been happening, it's like you find at the core, it's this experience of all is well. Everything is okay. You know, truly, like, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You know, and, you know, it's really just awesome. So, I don't know, it's one of those things where hearing the words, you know, great. Life has a fantastic way of showing you in a way that's best for you what you need to learn. And the best way for you to learn the things that you need to hear. And not just like believe it and cling to this, well, somebody said everything is okay, but like deep within, you know it for yourself that all is well. So, yeah, that idea that there's danger that I need to protect myself against, that's the basis of my life, as that begins falling away, like, you know, thank God, it's a wonderful shift. It's very nice, and you know, I can't force it. I don't think anybody can really force it or make it happen. There's just kind of a falling away. There's, you know, they're saying that life is the greatest teacher, and that's really true. You know, just living your life and going out and doing things, like, if you're open to it, yeah, you will get all the lessons and the realizations and the experiences and all the things that you need will be provided. Just, I don't know why. That's just the way things seem to work. You know, you can call it there's a higher power here, you have guides and angels and a higher self and yada, 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 right? Basically, when it all boils down to it, there's something really cool happening here. And, yeah. So, that's all I wanted to say.